Hello, I know this is totally different than what you're used to seeing, and that's because, well, my shipping area, as I normally have it, is completely torn apart right now. And I wasn't really supposed to be having to ship anything because I thought I had my store closed down long enough, but I didn't. So I actually have about 9 things to ship today. And I will tell you what sold, how much it sold for, and you get to watch me ship it. I think this is going to work. We're going to make this work. So enjoy the new angle. But this is not going to be how it's going to be. It's going to be actually much better than this as I set up a new shipping area. I'll share that part with you too. All right. This is really hard to stay down in this angle. So let's go get ship done. Let's go. As usual, I'm gonna do the easiest stuff first. Yes, I'm wearing a jacket because it's super cold out here in my garage, and I'm gonna remedy that too. There's gonna be a heater in my new. It's still in my garage, but I'm gonna set it up better. Okay, so I sold this nice. This is by August Silk. This is the hot water or the heat just came out in the house, so I got this really loud noise behind me now. So it's August Silk. As you can see the label here. And this sold for $19.99. And I am going to fold it up nicely, put it in some tissue paper, and then put it in its baggie. First, I did not bring the tissue paper over here, so let me do that now. I have 2 pieces of clothing to ship, so I'll just bring both pieces over because we'll do that one next. Clothing's a good steady seller. I don't like listing clothing, but boy, it does sure sell. All right, move this other piece out of the way here now. Move the puzzle out of the way. I've got all kinds of stuff to ship today, guys. All kinds. Everything from glass to a puzzle to some clothes. We got it all. All right. This is tissued up, and this is going to go into a poly bag. Love the poly bags. I'm actually going to fold this over once more. Put it in the poly bag like so. And done. I do love shipping clothing, though. I gotta say that. I think I've said that before. So there we go. That is on its way. And then next I sold a pair of jeans. These are by Dream Jeans by Quacker Factory, and they actually have rhinestones all along the sides. Sold these for $21. And again, super easy. Now I gotta tell you, the pictures weren't the greatest. They were really tough to take pictures. Wasn't quite set up for getting this stuff exactly listed right, but still sold for $21. I got a lot of these clothing pieces from an estate auction. So got them. Had a gal list them for me, and they have been selling. All right, we've got tissued up, and this one also is going to go in a poly bag. So we might have to, again, squishy this one kind of in half. Woo. All right, it won't be the prettiest of wrapping, but you can tell I tried. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's really not going to be the prettiest of wrapping, but you know what? It's okay. Hopefully my customer is forgiving of the torn tissue paper because I'm not starting over. It is what it is. There we go. Ready to go. Next, let's do, now I tell you what else is going to be very interesting is that I let myself run out of packing peanuts, well, because I didn't want to move a big bag of peanuts. So I have to get creative on some of my filler. You're going to see me do things I don't normally do. I might use a little paper and air pillows when I normally wouldn't do that, but you do what you got to do, right? So next, I don't even know if I can show this girl. Well, you're going to see the screenshot probably up there. Noah, just put it up there. Now, I'm going to kind of cover her because she's a little risque. She is what she is. This sold for $39.99. She is a signed piece of stoneware. You can see on the bottom there. I think that goes, I'm not sure how that goes. Something like that. All right. But we're going to bubble her up and then get her boxed up. All right, because I'm not using peanuts, I'm going to use a little bit more bubble wrap than I normally would too, because this has to be where the cushioning really comes from on this piece. So you see, this is a lot more bubble wrap than I would normally use, but we want her protected. And that way, few peanuts that I'm going to be recycling from some things that I purchased will go further. All right, and I have picked out, this is a pretty sturdy box. Now I'm going to see how comfortably it fits in here. I don't want it too tight. Yeah. You know what? It's okay. I have room top, bottom, and the sides where I used all that bubble wrap are about this much on each side with that padding. So I think we're good to go, and I'll conserve on the peanuts that I do have here, which are actually these. They're ones that I don't normally use. They're the ones that are like cornstarch, and they dissolve. So it's really important that this package not get wet because they will dissolve. We're going to put those in there. You know what? Now that I do that too, I'm at that point where I go, no, I'm really not comfortable with how tight this package is. So you always want to be ready to do what's best for the item that you're shipping. We're going to switch it up to a bigger box that I just happen to have sitting over here that I'm going to use for something else, that I'll now have to find something for that something else. That's all good. So I have to use a few more packing peanuts than I intended to, but at least I have these. All right, and now I'm just going to finish that off with more of these packing peanuts. All right, shake test, nothing's moving around. This one's good to go. And normally I try to take these old stickers off, but I forgot. There we go. We're good. have this. This is a Jeanette uranium glass cake plate with little daisies on it. Should have brought my black light out here and showed you how this will glow. That has a chip that I'm not sure I noted in the description, so I'll be sure and message the buyer first about that. But I will go ahead and package it and get it ready to go, assuming all is right. I normally do mention stuff like that, so every time I think I didn't, I did. And again, we're going to use lots of bubble wrap on this. I know this is going to go priority, and I already have a box that something came to me in that, once I get the scrap paper on it, it's already been cut down because I don't need the full amount of a box for something this thin. So this box actually is cut down perfectly, and I'm going to reuse it. But first, I'm going to try to just pour some of these peanuts in the box, like so. Okay. These packing peanuts are going to go further than I thought they were. And then we put this right down in the middle, and then we put peanuts all around it. Now I put a few too many, so I'm going to take a few out because I want this to fold down smoothly. Boom diddy boom, and boom diddy boom. Look at that. Just about perfect. And that's it. Our cake plate is ready to go. I have two somewhat difficult things that I'm going to save for last. As always, I like to build myself up with that easiest stuff first. So, forgot. I've got a puzzle. Now, puzzle. Did I tell you how much the cake plate sold for? I don't think I did. I just told you that it sold. The cake plate sold for 20 bucks. This puzzle sold for $11.24 in one of my clearance sales. So, put some bubble wrap on that. Now this item is not breakable, so I don't have to super cushion it with bubble wrap. I'm just going to do my normal layer of bubble wrap because I wouldn't use peanuts for this item either. See, it's going to go in a box that's going to be just the right size to protect it, which is, what number is this? This is the 1097 from the post office. It's the perfect box. You will see in just a moment if I can get the tape. I can never get these tapings, especially when my hands are cold. My hands are freezing right now. And they don't ever want to stick, so I still have to tape them anyway. There we go. All right. Just right in there, just like that. And this might bounce around in here just a little bit, so I'm just going to add one little piece of paper on the top to keep it from flopping around in there. And try to get the tops. I don't even know why am I using this tape when it doesn't stick. It makes no sense. All right, let's tape it up. And that's it. Puzzle's ready to go. That's one of my easier ones. I don't know why I didn't do that one first. Okay, I have a pair of shoes. Shoes are always easy. These are a brand called Terran. They are these red patent leather ankle boots that are, they were mine, but I can't wear heels anymore. Almost like new. I think I wore them once, and I sold them for $17.40 on a best offer. It ended up, here's the reason that person made such a weird price for a best offer, because when the shipping was added to it, it came out to an even 30. They figured out the math. All good for me. Okay, so bubble wrap. Bubbly bubble, bubbly bubble wrap, like so. And again, this is just, they're not breakable, it's just to keep them from getting scuffed up in the shipping process. There's one. And there's two. Now, when we do shoes, kind of put them so that the bulkiness is sort of leveled out. And I had a box over here for these. Where did I toss it? I tossed it somewhere. There it is. I have an Amazon box that I'm going to reuse. It is perfectly okay to reuse Amazon boxes. In fact, why not? Recycle. Okay, so you can see, put them in there like so, and I'm probably going to put, not probably, I am going to put some air pillows in here to keep this from like just bouncing around on their trip. Ooh, one too many. One too many air pillow, because I'm putting it under the flatter part of the boot. There we go. All right. Stand still? Yep, they're good. They're not going to flop around. Get a little excess tape off of there, and we'll tape these up. There we go. All right, this was a sale that came in right when I was ending one of my time aways to extend it, and boom, a sale snuck in there. But fortunately, he's not very hard to ship, and he sold, what did he sell for? I think he sold for about 20 bucks. Gosh, again, I'll put the result up here because I didn't write it down and I don't remember, but I'll still show you. That's what he sold for. Okay, let's wrap him up. Okay, all right. He's a little longer than the bubble wrap, so I can't go the way I was going to go. I'm going to go this way with him. He is made of wood, so he's not super breakable. Not super breakable like, you know, glass. And he is lightweight, so I want to put him in a box that can go first class. But I didn't bring one over here, so I need to go find a box for him. Be right back. All right, so here's what I discovered. Once I went and got a box that I thought was going to fit, and I held it, it's like, it's going to be over a pound. So I might as well use the free box from USPS. And I will put air pillows at the bottom, because again, it's not a glass or ceramic. And let's see if that, ooh, doggies, that's going to work. It's going to work really, really good. I want to show you how much room there is still at the top, but I have to make it so he's not wiggling, jiggling around in there. So more air pillows on either side of him, scooching him down, keeping him in the center. That's what we want to do. Keep him away from the edges. And I need more pillows. And I know I have more. Stand by. So if you know people who buy a lot of stuff off of Amazon, they get a lot of these pillows. So hit them up and say, hey, save me those pillows, because they come in really handy for shipping. And I mean, he's pretty lightweight, but the worst case scenario, he's going to be under a pound and still go priority, which is still a good savings on shipping. All right, it's an owl theme now. I have a pitcher and a warmer. Now let's do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, let's do this one first. This is a little wax warmer owl. It's got a light bulb in there. So this one sold for $25 on a best offer. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of put some bubble wrap down and around that light bulb on the inside. So it's protected. And then I'm going to wrap the little lid separately. And I really should just bring the bubble wrap over here. Okay, have bubble wrap will travel. So we're going to wrap the little lid part like so. And then, see, I'm going to put it back on top, but then I'm going to wrap the whole thing up. With a nice big piece of bubble wrap. Just deciding if I want to go this way. Oh, I think I will. I'm going to roll him up this way. Nice and cushioned. Whoop. My hands are so cold, they're not cooperating. I know it could be worse. I could be like where some of you are, where it's snowing. I lived in the snow for 1 year. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm on a bubbling kind of roll here. And I'm gonna go ahead and bubble this one up while he's in front of me. And this one, I know I'm probably throwing Noah off on the editing now, but this one is a pitcher. You can see here. He is pretty contemporary. There's the bottom. And he sold for $23.99 on an offer to Watcher. He was priced at $29.99. So let's go ahead and just get him bubbled up too while we're there. Seemed to be an owl theme, which goes to my theory that when you sell something of a certain genre and category, both of these were in the owl category in collectibles, you get a little bump up on other things that you have listed. That's one of my one of my premises for niche is, you know, things that go in the same categories, because you do get a boost when you do that. It does help your other items sell. All right, I'll set him aside. We'll go back to the warmer now. He's going to go in. I think this box is the one I picked out for him. Let me just see. So when I'm putting the item in the box, what I'm looking to see is if there's plenty of room, top, bottom, and all the sides to put plenty of cushioning. There is. We're going with this. So I'm going to continue to use up some of these starchy peanuts that I have here. This might be the end of what I can use them for, but we almost made it. All right. I won't be able to completely fill the box with them, but it gave me my nice cushion on the bottom. Kind of go diagonal with this guy. I might have put actually a little bit too many. I gotta work him down so there's room on top for cushioning too. In fact, I'm gonna make sure his beak is facing down. There we go. See, now I have room on top as well. Now what to use? Here's the dilemma. Do I use the air pillows or can I safely use paper? I think I'm gonna go with a little combination. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the air pillows around Remember, this is not my normal way. This is like what to do when you run out of your normal stuff. Put some air pillows there. And now I'm going to put some paper just to fill in kind of fill the gaps. Just to make me feel better. If we can get this snugly closed. Ah, these pillows. See, these pillows are not as flexible as peanuts. And they kind of drive me crazy. You don't want to squish too hard or you'll pop them. All right, that's better. All right, we got it. We got the owl in there. Okay. Oh, tape. Come on. Work. This was the warmer. I really love when I get down to the last item to ship for the day. And this one, I think, I think I see the perfect box. Be right back. So yes, I think this box is going to be perfect because this is a handle. And I want like a little bit extra room for that handle, and I got it with this box. So now my dilemma is I don't have packing peanuts, and the pillows are just too poofy, and they're going to make it so I can't close this. So in this circumstance, I'm going to use bubble wrap as a base. All right, so I've got some scraps of bubble wrap I'm going to use just as if it was peanuts. And I got a little of this foam stuff here too. Put the bubble wrap in first. Consistency. Nice base on the bottom here. And I'm going to put the foam. All right. pack it with bubble wrap all the way around. You can see I've still got room to put my bubble wrap all the way around, but I'm going to have to now use new bubble wrap. This definitely is not the cost-effective way to ship, and I would not recommend doing this, except that my peanuts will not be here until I'm at my new location, and I should not be having to ship anything else before that happens. All right. Shake test, nothing's moving. Let's tape it up. Voila! Shipping is done. And actually it feels really good because now I know I don't have to ship again until next weekend. So that's good. Now I can go pack the rest of my stuff. You can see all this behind me is my inventory. I haven't even started packing that yet. So that's what I'm going to go do now. So with that, go be profitable and make it fun. And we'll see you when I get to my new house. All right. See you for something totally different next week. Bye.